Hello my friends, it is Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to continue on with fall decorating in our kitchen. In my last video, we decorated the coffee bar, and now it is time to move on and finish off the rest of the room. Lots of countertops to decorate. And then I'm also going to be sharing some decorating in our dining room as well. I'm actually going to start my decorating in the dining room. Everything's been cleared away and cleaned and ready to bring in all the fall decor. Now to get started, on top of the piano, I'm actually going to add this moody wall art piece. I found this on Amazon. It's one of my favorite finds. I just love the colors that it has. It pretty much is everything I'm going for this fall season. You all know I've been loving the moodiness. And then just to bring a little bit of texture to all the black and white, I added these little bunny tail stems. I've had them for a couple years. I think you can find them at Hobby Lobby. I'm also going to add my pair of Kirkland's lanterns. I love these. They are kind of a staple on our piano. They just always stay there. But I did end up picking up these new candles, the burnt orange color. I love the rib detail too, but those are from Hobby Lobby. To my cozy little corner, I'm going to add this green throw blanket that I bought from Target. I love the green. I always try to add pops of green whenever I'm decorating, and this is a good way to add it to my corner. It's also a reversible throw, so yeah, it's definitely something I can use year round, which I probably will do that around the house. So just going to drape this on, and then instead of doing a pillow, I'm adding a little cozy pumpkin. I actually do end up switching this out for a different one here, so make sure you stay until the very end of the video. That's when I will share with you all the little minor changes that I made once I was finished with my decorating. We are a very busy family of 6, and so we use our table for all kinds of things, whether it be Legos, board games, not to mention eating. So I always just keep our centerpiece very simple. I'll usually do a vase or a vessel, and then I'll add some florals to it. So nice and easy, something we can quickly just remove off of the table. Now this vessel actually scored for $4 at Hobby Lobby because there's a crack to the side of it. Super happy to grab that. And then for a big bold statement, I decided to use my A floral stems, and they do not disappoint. They're the perfect table centerpiece. To finish off the dining room, I'm now going to style our black cabinet. This is by far my favorite piece of furniture, but it can be a challenge to decorate, let me tell you that. But I'm going to get started with the top. I have had my dough bowl on the top now since we had the cabinet, and I just love it there. I'm going to add to it this garland that I've had for a couple of years, as well as some of my favorite pumpkins. Now, I will say I have not done a ton of shopping for this cabinet as far as finding larger profile items. The shelves are pretty tall, but they're also, I don't know, they're tall, but they aren't. Certain items just don't fit, and others look too small. So it's definitely on my list to look for some larger items, but I'm actually really happy with how the cabinet turns out once it's all completed. I'm just using a lot of my existing fall decor that I had, almost going for that farm fresh pumpkin patch theme, I suppose. This is definitely a lot more decor than I've added in the past year, but I really like it. Now, these two vessels I actually bought from Target a few years ago. I love them. I love the color. And then to it, I'm going to add this Kirkland's Pampas grass arrangement just to add a little bit of texture inside the cabinet. Now, I did thrift this cloche at a flea market. I thought it would be super cute to just add a bunch of white pumpkins. I'm also going to lean in the back this gold Better Homes cookbook that I thrifted many years ago. It's so pretty. It plays off of that sign on the shelf above it just about perfectly. And then I'm also going to stack a couple of bowls. This black one I bought off of Amazon, was on my coffee bar. This white one is actually a new one from Hearth and Hand. I like how they looked stacked together. And then I'm just going to finish it off with this gingham towel. This is a new purchase, set of 2 from Crate and Barrel. A Facebook ad got me. It just kept coming up and I couldn't live without them. So love these. I cannot resist towels. Who else is with me on that? The bottom 2 baskets house a lot of my tablecloths and table runners, so those just stay there. It's nice to have some extra storage. But to the final shelf, I'm adding these rattan pumpkins. I actually didn't buy them to go in the cabinet, but they worked so well and played off of those brown vessels that I added to the other shelf that I decided to go ahead with it. They do light up and they're really cute. And then I'm also adding this stand that I bought off of Amazon and the wall art from Target for my pop of green. And then to the other side, I was kind of a little bit low on decor. I just decided to stack a couple of cookbooks and add a small cake stand with a little pumpkin inside. Now, I may make some changes to this. I always say that because it does happen once you decorate. You kind of live with it for a little bit and make changes here and there. So definitely make sure you subscribe so you will not miss my fall home tour, which I will share our entire home decorated for fall and all of the changes that I have made. Now it is time to move into our kitchen, and I'm actually going to start out with our island. Again, I like to keep it very minimal. Our kids sit up here and eat every single morning and evening. It's just a very busy place for our family, so I like to keep it very simple. But I also like to start off my decorating with lighting a candle, so that's why we're starting here. Now this tray is new from Target. I'm loving this deep espresso color. You're going to see me add quite a bit of it in our kitchen. It just, I don't know, it feels cozy and warm. I just love it so much. And then to place next to this tray, I'm going to add this older Hearth and Hand vase. I think it's still available. If it is, I will link it down below. These green stems are old from Target, but there's just one of my go-tos when I need a pop of green. And then I found these florals at a local boutique here in town. I just love how dainty they look, and I feel like they just bring a little bit of extra character to this arrangement. Sharing a peek at what it looks like behind our island. Now I am going to keep out our same ruggable runner. I feel like the colors are exactly what I'm using in my fall decor, so it works perfectly. But this year I did buy a new wreath to go on our hood vent. I bought it from Magnolia. Now it was a little bit of a splurge, but I love this wreath and I feel like it was worth it because it's such a showpiece in our kitchen. I do see that it is back available on their website, so I'll leave the link down below for you. It's a beautiful wreath. I did leave out in our kitchen a lot of our everyday items that we use. Those will not be moving, like my utensils and the knife block, and then also my mixer in the corner. That's kind of my baking corner, and we're gonna play off of that. So to start off in that corner, I actually bought this cutting board off of Amazon. It's beautiful and I love the rope detail. I'm loving tilting cutting boards and cookbooks this year. So I've been really working on finding quality ones that I can use for many years in our kitchen. Now next to my mixer, I'm adding this little blanket ladder, not a blanket ladder, this little mini ladder from Kirkland's. I've had it for years, but I did see Hobby Lobby had them in a few different colors, so definitely check there. And then to it, I'm adding this beautiful plaid kitchen towel that I found at Target. This is my favorite color this fall, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I needed it in my kitchen. Now I've had this pumpkin canister, I think for a couple of years now, from Walmart. Inside I plan to put those little ghost marshmallows that I'll be adding to the kids' lunches. I like to bake here as well as pack lunches, so it's a very busy area. So mixing a lot of everyday items along with some fun fall decor, of course. Notice my pop of green with one of my favorite cookbooks. I found that I just like to have my cookbooks on this end of the kitchen. So a lot of these items I've had on my counters, but we're rearranging a little bit and adding some fall decor. Now the pedestal is one I bought from McGee & Co. It's again something that stays out year round and I just change out the decor. This black vase is from Hobby Lobby, and then the florals I added I may end up changing. I haven't quite decided, but they are the Amazon version of the afloral stems, the Semisifuga, is that how you say it? They're actually really nice. Actually, it was a pack of 3, so I have plenty more to work with in my decorating, so stay tuned for that, but they're great. And then I'm excited to use my little pumpkin butter dish that I scored at Hobby Lobby. It's so cute. I found these adorable pumpkin wooden serving spoons at Hobby Lobby, and I thought they would be the perfect addition to our utensil holder. They're almost like hidden little pumpkins in there, but they are really cute. So I added those. Now I'm going to add a couple of cutting boards to the back of our oven. Last year I did a sign. This year I'm trying out the layered cutting boards look. I like both options, but I do really enjoy the warmth that adding all of these cutting boards bring. Now this towel that I'm adding to our oven was part of the set with the gingham one that I used in our black cabinet. I actually bought 2 sets of them because I love them so much. I love the black and super happy to add that. I just love kitchen towels so much. Now while I'm doing towels, I thought I would share this set with you as well. I found this at Target and they are the nice thick towels that we use on a daily basis. Everyone in our family does. Like if we wash our hands, this is the one we use. So just going to add this beautiful like mustard with the burgundy toned colors to our dishwasher. I have one last little nook to decorate on our kitchen counters and then a few extra bonus spaces to share with you yet. Cannot wait. But to this end, I actually ordered a new tiered stand, but it has not arrived yet. I'm not sure if it will be here before my home tour, but I'm going to style it with one that I already had, knowing that I hope to replace it with the new one once it arrives. It's fun to mix up things a little bit, and it's that beautiful espresso color. So I think it's going to be worth the wait. But until then, I'm going to just style this with what I have. Now, this little pedestal I found at a local stop. It's like an antique one. Of course, I loved that deep wood tone color of it. The mini lamp is from Target, and then I'm just going to fill it with a few items that I had. These cute little bowls from Target, and then to the top are all things that I found at this local boutique. It's fun to find unique pieces, and I cannot resist a tiered tray. Isn't this little candle cute? I think the dish is from Hobby Lobby, but she filled it with a candle. It's almond, which I love. And sadly, the last item that I was going to add to this area arrived broken. Oh my goodness, I was so sad. It was a set of 2 oil and vinegar bottles. One actually did survive the trip, so I'm just going to use one for now. Eventually, I do end up putting it on the tiered stand and taking off one of the pumpkins. It's nice to have out some of these everyday essentials for all of our cooking. Now I'm going to bring you in to our pantry. Now this is a major traffic zone, and what was it? Earlier this year, I actually did this accent wall where I hung this rack on the top, knowing it would be a fun place to add some kitchen decor. So I'm going to decorate this for fall with some fun kitchen essentials. Now I did find this deep espresso board at a store when I was actually out visiting my sister in California. It was called, I think, Tuvalu Home or something like that. I cannot remember. Such a fun store to look through. I thought a cutting board was a safe bet to bring home in a suitcase, and it worked out just fine. One last place to decorate with you today, and that is our plate rack display area that I had built on to our kitchen. It must have been in the spring, so this will be my very first time decorating it for fall. I love this little addition. It was kind of a place where it wasn't very purposeful before. As you can see, our dog bowls are at the bottom, so I'm going to keep things very simple, nothing that he can steal and run off with. This black board, though, is a new find from Walmart. It's the perfect height, but I just really like to use this space to display my extra cutting boards or bread boards, serving trays, and it's fun to add a few seasonal touches as well. I also forgot I like to display cookbooks on this as well. Now this leaf arrangement is an old one from Michael's, but it fits perfectly. I love finding pieces that actually fit in here. It's like, oh good, I found something. So love that little touch of fall. And here I'm adding another one of these little gingham kitchen towels. I just love them. But while I finish styling this plate rack, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope this video not only inspires you to decorate your kitchen for fall, but maybe you found a couple of new ideas that you could use as well. I have a lot more fall decorating content to come, including our living room, our bedroom, our front porch, as well as I'm working on something in my office as well, adding some fall decor pieces too. Not to mention, we also have some more home projects kicking off here next week, so that will probably be in my next video. I am just making some few minor adjustments to the trays that have shifted. I may add to the top one, I may not. I haven't quite decided yet. When I find the right piece, I'll let you know. But that's going to be all the fall decorating that I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. Thumbs up as always if you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a big fall home tour once all the fall decorating is done, so you can see any changes that I have made. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.